Hello, welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. This is a quick hitter video as we have a couple of stakes races today at Saratoga that we're going to talk about. One of which is the Saratoga Special for the 2-year-olds, 6.5 furlongs, and the other one is the Troy, which is on the dirt right after that, I believe 5.5 furlongs. Very limited field in that, so this video should not take too long. I've already gone through and looked at the horses that I wanted to talk about, which were number 5, Touchy, number 2, Showcase, and number 9 is Keep It Easy, all the kind of the favorites, I guess. And we'll try to parse out which one of these youngsters might get this done. I do like this combination of Pletcher and Irad Ortiz on Showcase. Second in Prime Power, really solid 82 maiden K win, first out on Aqueduct. Just pulled away down that stretch. It actually bobbled at the start and was able. I like the way it kind of just stalked in second and then pounced in the stretch and pulled away easily. Those are ones that I always like. Global Legend, I did slightly consider. Mark Cassie's 30%. He's so good. And this one obviously won its maiden 4.5 in the slop. Been off for a couple of months, sired by a global campaign, but I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to pass on First Resort as well, even though he won first out and ran an 80 speed figure. Just the trainer and the poor stakes record and all that, even though he does have Pratt aboard, that can only do you so much. I think that this one is probably just an underneath play at best. Number 5, Touchy, is the one I wanted to talk about. Wesley Ward is like one of the top 2-year-old trainers in the country. He sent this one out first out in the Tremont and had it won down the stretch, but was run down by Studley Do-Right. And then he beat 3 Echoes, who was trying to catch him late. So I think this one's going to be in a little bit better shape. Sharp 5 furlong workout tells me that it's definitely moving forward. So I think this is going to run a 90. The 101 in the middle speed is what I really looked into. I thought that was probably the best, sired by Nyquist, who is really a strong sprinting background before he became a Derby champion. So next up, Noble Force was one I was interested in, obviously scratched. Good Directions, I don't think I have any interest in. Kevin Rice. Keep It Easy. This is one, Dale Romans, longtime local trainer at Louisville at Churchill Downs, and who I've met and talked to several times in the past when my great aunt and uncle had a box out at Churchill that was like just below, one rung below his box on the 3rd floor there by the by the finish line. Junior Alvarado Rides, I thought this 87 breaking the maiden with Martin Chu on aboard was excellent. I think the 5 furlong workout looks good. A lot more popular than I thought. It's I believe the Naira Betts top choice. I saw a couple other people. St. Elias Stables. So Hard Spun is the sire, which is a good front, kind of a sprinter type horse, but does have good average win distance. But sometimes I do like to look at the sire production index, which 1.66, 1.0 sire production is the national average. So just slightly above that. But if we went down here and looked at Touchy, about the same, 1.95 with Nyquist. And then down here with Showcase, Uncle Mo, 2.41, excellent. So Showcase, the top 2 choices are Showcase and Touchy. I might just do a 2.4 or 2.5 exacta box is what I would look to do in that one. So moving on to the Troy, or yeah, is it the Troy Stakes? Yes. Don't know why I messed that up. Everybody scratched. It's obviously off the turf. It's on the dirt. So we got like 5 horses and none of them are all that great. Outlaw Kid is somewhat interesting. From George Weaver, does have some dirt experience. First out down here ran 97, and the second place down here was a pretty strong effort there. So I figure he's got to remember that. Got some all weather experience, but not really much there. But won this one by a neck on the inner turf. So I think maybe the turf to dirt angle got Flavian Pratt aboard. That one I've definitely got some interest in. Step forward, slight interest just because it's Mark Casse and Johnny V, but just not really not betting interest. I think I would have to have a really really good uh, odds on it. I know it's 20 to 1 morning line, but it's not going to be that with the 5 horse field, just because it had, some good efforts at Woodbine on the all weather. That's probably the only reason. But, Cogburn, Thin White Duke is in this race. And that was the weakest one of the 5, I thought. The name sounded familiar. David Donk, Luis Saez. Like I've seen this horse or touted it once before, but I don't think so. It's just it hasn't sniffed it in anything it's run. Now I did run second off in the slop way back in October, pretty strong in this 200K. So that might be where you could try to look back to. I'd say pretty decent. But whenever you see these, the first thing you look for is main track onlys. So we go down here, all these scratched. Now we got 12 and 13 in for main track only. So it's Surveillance, 9-2, and Disarmed. I really like Disarmed. The rider is Irad Ortiz. He's got the mount. I like this 90 in the Kingston, 1 mile off. I think that was a good one. In the mud, I think it'll be able to go a little faster on some firm turf. Didn't really fare that well going 6 at Aqueduct, but did win at 6 in the muddy conditions. But previous to that, so just a little off. I mean, it's got some wins, 89s and 90s, nothing but good speed figures. So disarmed is the top choice. Then I went with the number 2, and the 12 is Surveillance going for third. So those 2 races are bettable races. I'm going to do something with those selections that I put up there, whether it's a 2-horse exacta box or just a win place bet on some good value, 3 to 1 or better, something of that nature. So thanks for watching. Best of luck this weekend, and we'll see you soon.